Hello everyone, I am so excited about today's video. I'm doing another plan with me in my compact vertical life planner. And last week, I really enjoyed this planner. I was surprised at how much and how well it worked for me. There was a couple things that I would probably tweak this week now that I have been in it that would make it work a little bit better for me. But for the most part, I like the simplicity. I love that it's really conducive to list making. And that is what I have been using a daily for. I would have like a weekly overview that I could see, and then I would have a daily where I could make my daily lists. This allows for a daily list and a weekly list, and I can see the week at a glance. So I feel like it kind of does it all. There are things that I miss about a vertical. I really like the way that a vertical planner, you can kind of lay out your week so it all lines up and you can see all of your 5 o'clock hours, all your 6 o'clock hours, all at a glance. And that really helps me kind of see how busy I am during the week. And it, like, at a glance, I can see when openings are for me. But this one is not as conducive to that, but it is really great for kind of taking the place of the daily, which one of my goals this year is to simplify. I love a daily planner. I promise I will be back in a daily planner. But right now in my life, I feel like this is working so well. So let me show you last week, and then we'll get into this next week. Before I do that, however, I want to show you the stickers that I'm going to be using this week. If you are in the Compact Vertical 7x9, stickers that fit into the 7x9 Daily Duo will work in this planner pretty well. You can get even the headers, and the washi will go across the top really nicely. So of course I have the decor sheet. I love decor sheets. I love having little decorative elements to my weekly. So I'm not going to use all of these stickers that I brought out. I just don't really know what I'm going to use. So the decor sheet, and then the 7x9 Daily Duo stickers work so good in the 7x9 Compact Vertical. So I have sheet A from the Daily Duo kit for the full washi across the top. It will be perfect for that. The appointment boxes from the 7x9 Daily Duo kit. This is kit 118. So this is S118. And that will go in there maybe. And then I also brought this sheet from my 7x9 Daily Duo kit. This is sheet B. This is sheet C. So ABC. And this just has the days of the week. It has some to-dos, the dates, and these like little washies that are the perfect width of the columns here. You'll see as we plan. So I have those 3. And then from my normal weekly kits, I brought some too. So this is just sheet D. It has the scripts, it has habit trackers, and some other items. I really like this one. And then this is sheet A. So this has the days of the week. If I can't decide which of these days of the week I want to use, but yeah. So I have all of those. So there's a couple sheets from the weekly kits and a couple sheets from the 7x9 Daily Duo kit. And then this is also for the Daily Duo. This is the weekly overview. And this goes with their, the new weekly overview kit in the Daily Duos. Well, in this planner, the add-on I chose was the days of the week. What is this called? The tracker, the week at a glance tracker. I don't know. So I was wondering, I haven't actually tested this, but I was thinking, since it's a very similar layout to the weekly overview in the Daily Duo, I thought maybe it would work. These would work in here, and I could do my meal planning in here. So let's look at last week, and I'll talk about maybe some of the changes that I want to make to how I planned and why I'm doing it. By the way, if you're seeing this in the corner, I saw this on Kristen Kramer's page, and I ordered it from her Amazon storefront because I loved it. I just liked the way that it holds the things that you need to use during your video. So this is a total copy from Kristen Kramer. Credit goes to her. Okay, so the definite things that worked were I liked having the weekly to-do list. I loved having things that had to get done that day Generally, I would write those like the day before or the day of. I really loved combining Saturday and Sunday here, and I liked having this like full weekly dashboard down here. So instead of this being Sunday, I put to do here, and it's a weekly to-do list. One thing that really bothered me, which if this doesn't bother you, don't let it bother you, that my lines didn't line up to this. So I think I'm going to use pencil and draw lines across this week, and then I'll erase them after my planning. You could just draw and have them stay. I just, it's mostly that I just can't write straight, and it bugs me that the lines don't line up. So I'm going to be doing that this week. Yeah, other than that, I thought it was cute. It turned out fun. I think I'll probably try a few things. I thought about maybe drawing a vertical line and have like schedule and to-dos that way, but I'm not going to do that this week. For the most part, I think we're going to do something similar. I'm just going to change a couple of things. All right, hopefully you don't see my head because I'm going to kind of get in here, but I'm using this mechanical pencil from Erin Condren. I don't totally remember when I got this or if they sell it, or I didn't even know it was Erin Condren. I just pulled it out of my thing. I don't use mechanical pencils very often, obviously. And then this ruler is my favorite. It's by Westcott. I'll link it below. It is usually just a couple of dollars on Amazon, and usually you can get Prime shipping with it. It's the best. There's two sizes that I use. This one is 1 inch by 6 inches, and then I use the 2 by 12, the bigger one. I think they're for sewing, but they are the best for lining things up in your planner. I use it all the time to make lines, to do like so many things. It's the best. I actually gave it in my Advent 2 years ago because as like a little extra gift, because I use it all the time and I love it so much. I honestly, I try to use other rulers and I just can't. I can't. So yeah, definitely highly recommend. Okay, let's do these. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is just kind of mark where it ends here because I do want that to line up. And I'm going to write kind of light because I'm just going to erase this at the end. And then this part, I'm getting to the little calendar. I don't use that little calendar, and so I'm actually going to draw lines right through it just to know how to line things up on it that I would be covering anyway. So if you could draw shorter lines, I don't know. And this doesn't take that much time, so I don't think it's that big of a deal to do it once a week, but if this doesn't bother you, please don't. Just look away because I know this is a bit of perfectionism coming out, and I try not to be as big of a perfectionist as I tend to be. I know it's a lot. Okay. I actually really envy people who don't let little things like this bother them. And I look at their planners and I think, I love it. I love the way it looks. I love it. It only bothers me on my own planner. So I don't know, my daughter, who is an artist, she's actually in art school in college, and she is the most unperfectionistic person ever. And everything she does turns out beautiful, but it is not perfect. And she actually can't stand perfectionism. It's something that she feels like blocks her creativity. Where I am a creative, I'm a designer. I've been a graphic designer for, when did I start? I started graphic design before I had her, and she's 19. So 20 years I've been designing professionally, websites I designed for a magazine. And I think graphic designers love perfection, and that's why we're graphic designers. That's why we do the art that we do, because we can line things up perfect. And people who are like my daughter, the fine artist, the painters, kind of find beauty in imperfection. And I love that about her. I love her stuff. I keep telling her that I want her to decorate my house. But yeah. It's just different strokes for different folks, These are my favorite. This one's been really, really hashed, but it's the Paper Mate Black Pearl erasers. They leave no residue. They erase like, they're so good at erasing. So that's what I always buy. They're kind of, I think they're like an artist eraser. I think. I don't know. So I'm just erasing. I know I just have to see the no lines. Okay, I'm erasing where I'm not going to write. Okay, there we go. So I have that set up, and now we can move on to kind of getting started on the setup. I think I am going to use first the headers, the main header sheet A from my 7x9 Daily Duo kit. And I kind of want to lean into the watermelon. I mean, obviously this is a watermelon kit. I'm just trying to decide if I want the pink or the like watermelon seeds. I think I'm going to go for this lighter one just because I think it's so cute, and put these down. And I'm just going to go slightly above to cover that July. And then I didn't like how I separated these out last week, so I'm going to count a little bit better and figure out where this actually goes. And I'm going to use one of these little washies from this. They're about the size of one line, and so it will work really well. I'm going to use this green, like watermelon rind looking sticker. And then let's count these. I'm almost positive there's 12, but I need to make sure because last week it didn't look good. So there is 12 counting this bottom one. And I think because I put down that other washi down here to separate the two, that it like threw it off. So I'm going to give each day 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The sixth line, I'm going to use this one. And then this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a space. Okay, I think that will work better. And then I'm going to use these days of the week just to have it be a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit calmer this week. Last week, I actually really liked last week's design and the way that it ended up looking. But I think this one will be, I just think it will work better. And I would say that I'm a mostly functional user for stickers. I love like a good functional day. And I really need I actually need my planners to work for me. Last year when I was just trying to do too much, I think I said this in the last video, because I was doing too much, nothing worked for me. It just was really frustrating. So I'm just trying to keep things a little bit more simple. But I do like for things to look cute. In fact, when things are fun and cute, I find that I'm better at using my planner. So I do sit, I do sit in kind of a in between functional and fun. So last week what I did was I split this day into Saturday and Sunday, and I'm going to do that again. I really, really loved how that worked for me, and it made this, I don't know, it just made it so a lot more functional, especially because I did end up going on the trip with my family, and so we weren't even here much for those 2 days. I just had to plan a little bit. And this week, I don't know, we really do keep our weekends pretty simple. I'm going to put the 14 here. I could cover them all, and maybe this will bother me that it doesn't match the font, but I don't want to today. So I'm going to leave their font in, and then I just need something to cover that. I'm trying to decide. I think I might use another one of these headers just to separate my bottom dashboard from the top. And I'm going to line it up to this first line here to take up less space from the top area, the planning area. And oops, that didn't cover. My stickers do come up pretty well. So if you put it down wrong, you're going to be okay. I need to move up just a little bit. So now we have this bottom dashboard, and I just need a to-do. So I think I have them over here. I have 7 to-dos because these are for the daily duo, and so there's one for each day. And then I brought over some clean color dots that I thought might work. I was going to do green, but I don't know if I think this green would work with this kit because I do have I do have a lighter green and a darker green in it, but I think that the pink will look cuter since I kind of have a lot of green down here. So I'm going to go for the pink. I also brought gray over. Sometimes I just don't want extra color, but I think I do here. So I'm going to do dots for each of the to-dos for the week. And now I have a little weekly to-do list. And then one thing I did last week was I did my meal planning. I'm not going to do that this week because, like I said, I'm going to try to use the back pages for my meal planning. And so I don't want to do that, but I do want to do something over here. This to-do list won't be for work, but this side will. So I'm trying to decide. I think I'm going to use this is a checklist with the watermelons, and I'm going to use that, which is about the perfect size to cover up this calendar. And I'm going to have this just be errands because I do have a few errands I need to get done this week. And then I have these 3 little headers here. So it says this week, errands or habits that you can choose from using. And I'm going to use the errands tab or flag. So for this one, which I plan on using in the back for my meal planning, there are a couple things that I can use. And first I think I'm going to do a weekly overview sticker and put that here. And then I want to get one of these. I'm trying to decide what color. I'm going to go this kind of darker pink and put that here. And then this is a Monday through Sunday, and I'm going to, it should line up to these lines that I just drew. And I'm going to use the social media header over the swatch like this. So that looks nice and set up. What I'm going to do here are my social media content that I am planning on doing. So that's what I'm going to do over here. So this is kind of work and to-dos I have, and then we will do that later. And then another thing that I didn't love last week was how I put like to-do list down at the bottom. This is a really calm week for us schedule-wise, which thank goodness, because last week was a little bit crazy. So I think I'm going to start off by putting my schedule down for each day. I am going to use these stickers for the appointments. I did like that kind of separated it from the work that I needed to get done during the week. So I had up at the top, I had all of our appointments. Oh, another thing I want to do for sure, because we're having crazy weather, it's 120 degrees, is write that or add those in. So I want to add those in for sure. It's just something I like to look back on to be like, oh my goodness, that was crazy. So I'm going to write some of the schedule things down and then put them down, and then we'll come right back. By the way, I just started using this book. This is from Cultivate What Matters. It's their brain dump journal, and I love it. I haven't reviewed it yet, and it came out last month because I didn't know what it was all about, and I kind of felt like because it's a brand new product, I needed to get in it for a minute before I share it with you. But so last night I did my brain dump, which is just like getting everything that I think I need to do this next week down on paper before I plan out the week. You just don't think about it. This is not pretty. I'm not stickering it up. It's just literally just brain dumping on here. So I wrote down some of our things that we need to get done this week on here. I planned out a couple of meal plans and ordered the groceries from that. So I'm using that to look at some of the appointments that I had planned for this week. I love that this week is just a lot more calm. It is not calm in the to-do list, but it is calm in the activities, which is, it's nice when you have a lot to do and don't have a lot of things competing. So I'm just putting all of our to-dos at the top on these boxes. I really like how it separates or stands out on the day and kind of separates those days that you have a lot from the days that you don't have quite as much. So, and they do fit perfect on the width there. And really, if you're not a big sticker user and you wanted to do planning this way, you could take the main headers here and the appointment boxes and make like spread it out between 2 and 3 weeks for those of you who you don't love stickering tons and tons. And for those of you who do love stickering tons and tons, you could buy a full kit and make it work. I actually think that this would be really cute with my normal weekly kits and the full boxes. You could kind of decorate. I kind of want to leave a little bit of room in here to add in pictures occasionally. I love printing off like the little pictures on my Canon printer and adding those in when the week is done. So when there is white space, I always look at that and think, I think memories were made there and I need to get some of the pictures in, because I generally don't plan when we are doing fun things. I love that that's all I have scheduled. Like there are days that have nothing. One of my goals for this year is to take one day off a week where I do not work and I can catch up on house things. I can spend time with the kids. So it's hard when you're a business owner like I am to take any days off. It's really, really hard. Even like Sundays, I don't ever work Sundays. I don't even count that as a day off because I volunteer a lot for my church on that day. So I'm really busy on Sundays actually. But one other day a week that I just completely turn off everything and don't work. And that's going to be Thursdays this year. That's what I've kind of decided is the best. I can run errands. I can get house cleaning done. We can do fun things as a family, go to the water park, that sort of thing. So I love seeing a week like this. The next thing, I just want to add a couple of decor items and then we can move on. I think it'd be cute to put something here. I think I might put the watermelon. It's kind of a big watermelon, but I think it'd be cute right here. I'm trying to decide if I want it on an angle or not. So I'm actually going to erase first because I think it'll be easier than erasing around the stickers, and just erase some of these lines here, leaving lines for me to actually write still. And I'm going to put it at a little angle, right? Well, I usually don't like things to being totally straight when it comes to decor, but maybe this one's cuter straight. I like the way that this is looking. I'm trying to decide if I want any other stickers from the decor. I think because I take that Thursday, I am going to have that be kind of my break day. I'm going to put a sticker down there to take up some of the space. Maybe even on Friday, I'll do this little watermelon here. And then I think that there needs to be something right there. Let's see. I kind of want to stick to the watermelon theme. So maybe I'll just do another watermelon kind of in between. Okay, I think that's it for decor for this page. And now we can get into the planning. So one thing I wanted to do from last week and change to this week is add my to-dos higher up. And I'm going to use the gray, I think, just to make it look a little less busy. I do like the pink down here. I think that's really cute. But I think on the days of, I'm just going to add this. And I'm just going to put like 3, maybe 4 dots on each day to be able to have to-do lists available to me for the rest of the week. I'm just going to leave one space in between my schedule and the to-dos for the day. All right, and then the social media, I'm mainly going to put what I'm going to do for YouTube and for my sticker shop. On Monday, I'm going to get some filming in. It's actually today. And then Tuesday, I have back to school collection. Wednesday is my sticker release. Thursday is going to be a photography video day because I have not been great about Instagram. I used to post almost daily on Instagram, and now I'm on stories almost every day, but actually posting things has not been my forte. So I'm going to be posting or taking photography of some of my layouts that I've done over the past month or so and see if I can get some lined up to put up. I don't know if still photography is still even like relevant on Instagram, and I'm not great at reels. I need to be better. But anyway, it's going to be a photography day. And I just forgot that that was supposed to be my day off. So maybe I'll swap with Friday since I wrote in pen. And then as for Saturday and Sunday, I post to Instagram, but I focus on stories on those days just so I can do something quick and focus on family. I do have videos that come out on these days off that I get prepared ahead of time. But for the most part, these are days that I try to be more focused on family. I like the way that looks a lot better than when it didn't line up. And now I'm going to erase the lines. This may be too much for me to do each week with like erasing lines, but I did really like that it kept things spaced and it looks really nice. But anyway, I'm going to erase them now, and it really didn't take me that much time, so I don't think it will bother me in the future. The last thing that I want to do is write some of the errands that I have. I am the worst at returns. So one of my goals for this week is to get Amazon and Target returns back to the stores. I definitely need to go to Costco. On Sunday, I usually do my meal planning, and then I'll schedule a order from Walmart Plus to be delivered on Monday morning, kind of around the time that we wake up. It's usually there. And then I always need to go to Costco just once a week and pick up some of the things that I either don't like that Walmart carries, that I prefer Costco's, or that we need in bulk because I have 5 kids. I also need to take, one of my kids is switching schools, so I need to take documentation over to his school and get that squared away. Okay, I think that's good enough for that. As for the to-dos that I have this week, sorry that this is so skewed. I have to write on an angle, but so here you can look at it so far. As for the weekly to-dos, I have sticker release items that I need to put down. So I am going to put the kits down one more time. I have to get their Etsy listings done. That is the thing that it's like the bane of my existence. I hate doing the Etsy listings. They take forever and it's really monotonous, but I need to look at the kit numbers. Okay, so I'm going to write each of the kits down for Etsy listings, and that's something that we need to get done this week. Another thing I need to do this week is my fridge deep clean. I usually try to do that once a month. Maybe that's not enough. I don't know. I mean, I clean out my fridge. I look through it each week, but like pull out all the drawers and make sure all of the spills and anything that I may not have caught during that weekly cleanup is scrubbed down. I do that about monthly, and it's been like 5 weeks, so we're definitely getting to the point where it definitely needs it. So the fridge deep clean is a definite this week's got to happen this week. I know this is not everyone's favorite subject, but I have been on a weight loss journey for like 3 years. I'm losing like as slow as possible. Not on purpose, but that's just the way that it's working for me. It's like a pound or 2 a month. But I have lost enough now that my clothes are starting to not fit. Hopefully losing this slow means that it will stay off, but I need to start to get rid of some of those old clothes that are just taking up space. So I want to do a clean out of my closet and donate some of those items to our local thrift store. I just don't need them in there anymore. I don't wear them anymore. I don't like the way they look on me because they don't fit. And it's exciting, but also frustrating because I'm also not to my goal. And so I don't really want to invest in clothes either yet because I know I'm going to get there eventually. It might take me another year, but I know I'll get there. Yeah. So I'm kind of sitting in this, I hate everything that I own space, but I still want to get rid of the old stuff. So closet clean out is another big thing that I want to get done this week. Okay, and then that's about all that I want to schedule in there for, that time. On Sunday, I just want to write down meal plan and grocery order. Saturday, we're going to a play. We're going to Jersey Boys as a family. So I just need to pack up a little bit for that. I need to, it's an outdoor theater, but they let you bring in food. So I like to bring in like snack. So I need to pack for that for our family. For the most part, I don't write the daily to-dos on the days unless it's the morning of or the day before, because things change. I don't get things done. I need to move things to the next day, that sort of thing. So, but I am for sure going to put on there pack for the play. Okay, and then I'm not going to put anything for Friday yet. And then on Monday, which is today, I'm going to write down some of my to-dos. For today, it's really prepping for my Wednesday release. I need to get my files prepared. I need to get my Etsy listings up. I need to take some pictures, and I need to film today. So, but that's already listed. Yeah, I'm going to write down just kind of things for my business here. And then I need to do a Costco run today for anything that didn't come from Walmart this morning. Another thing I need to do today is prep my lunches for the week. Another goal of mine is to get these lunches prepped ahead of time. I always eat healthier if I have something ready for me when I get hungry. And so I used to make jarred salads all the time. And so I'm going to do that this week. I'm making this delicious. It's like a lemon herb dressing with a quinoa chicken and feta salad. It's so good. So that's what I'm going to make in jars for the lunches this week. And I also got some new things from Just Ingredients they're on sale and they're new this week. There's like lemon muffins and pancake mixes. So I want to get some of those lemon protein muffins prepared too, because I thought those would be a great snack for me and for the kids for the week. It looks just a lot cleaner than last week to me. I'm not sure why. I think it might be just the stickers are a little bit calmer and a little bit more organized. And I love it. I actually really am excited about the way that this is turning out. It kind of looks like how I do my dailies. And that's perfect for me. And then if we take pictures at Tuacahn, I have space down here. I can add a picture in. I probably have space down here. And at the end of the week, after this actually has been useful to me, I can add those in. And I really like the way that this bottom area is working as well. So it's like the perfect little weekly dashboard. Now I need to do my meals in the back. So I'm going to switch, and I hope that these stickers even work. This is us trying them out together. So I added this tracker section here into the back of my planner. It's an add-on you can choose this year. They have, I think, 3 or 4 different options. You can just do line pages. There's like a goal one. There's this weekly tracker. Is there something else? I can't remember, but this is what I chose. And so I am going to use this for my meal planning. I'm really excited to kind of have this in a separate place. I think it will make it look a little bit more organized for me. And what I need to do here is write the groceries I need to pick up. And here I need to write the, what we're actually going to be eating. One thing I like better about the Daily Duo is this side is lined. I'm going to try to live without worrying about that. I do wish that this was just the same as the Daily Duo one, but it's not. So let's get started with this. I used a couple of these stickers, obviously, on that last layout. On the Daily Duo, you have some header space. On this one, you don't. This also would work great on the weekly page in here. It's a little bit thicker than the washi that I use, which would be perfect. But I don't really know if there's a space in here for me to use it this week. So I'm just going to go without. I have this week of sticker down here, and I'm going to add that up here. These are undated, and so when you're putting in your week, you have to write in what week you're referring to. Okay. And then I have these days of the week, which will cover these and make them look really cute and fun. And in the Daily Duo, like I said, there's room up there. So I do have space for the meal planning. I could use that instead of the week of. I could put the week of over here, and maybe that's what I'll do. My lighting has totally changed. My watch, maybe you even saw, beeped that I needed to leave like 5 minutes before to get my daughter to gymnastics. So we're back, and now we're going to finish this off. Okay, so I even kind of forgot where I was. I was going to put meal planning up at the top there. So here is the meal planning page, there are two different things. I use the weekly overview on the weekly, and then I'm using the meal planning here on this one. There, I caught myself up. I kind of forgot where I was. So I'm just going to cover that week of there, and it fits perfect. I'm trying to decide. I think I'll use this for the grocery shopping list. And I'm going to use, there's two different options on here. There's checklists that are like 4 at a time. These fit perfect in the Daily Duo, like I said, because theirs is lined here. And so you can kind of do that there. But I also have an option to have breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack. So there's the meal planning ones. So just checklist or meal planning. I'm going to use the meal planning ones here. And let's see how they fit. Okay, I think they'll be perfect, but I kind of want to center it a little bit better. It's hard with that title thing right there. I think the only thing I'm worried about is making sure that it's lined up. So I know this is silly, but I just got to make sure. Now, I am not the best like right straight person. Oh man, that's not going to work for Wednesday. I need to scoot everything over. Dang it all. Okay, I'm going to do it like there. It's not even perfectly straight. I don't know why I'm stressing about this. And they obviously would go down just fine, eyeballing it too, but it's for my peace of mind. Good enough. I kind of want to I don't think I need this whole thing. I kind of want to decorate just a little bit, just for fun. I'll probably use this flower. I can put it there. And then it's going off a little bit. I'll cut that in a second. And then maybe a pineapple for the food themed page. That's probably all I'll do. Okay, I'm going to fill this out and then we'll be right back. All right, I have it all filled out here. I think it turned out really cute. So I think in the future, so I don't waste these, I'll use this as the header on my page if I like the pattern the best. And then I can still do the thing back here and just use a little less stuff, you know. So there is my week at a glance meal plan. And this comes with like, I think 40, which is probably perfect. There are weeks that I just don't meal plan. I find it funny that it doesn't come with a full year of days, but I honestly think that this will be a good amount. So it turned out cute. I still need to cut off the top of that sticker. And then this week's looks like this, which will be all more filled out. But I really like that this is a little bit cleaner. It looks a little bit more conducive to getting stuff done, planning things that I need to do. And I'll obviously add to as I go. But I actually use this as, you know, it works for me during the week. And so I don't always fill these out until the night before, just because, you know, I don't know what I didn't do, what I need to still get done. So I like to do that. If I need to add more dots on, I can. And if there is white space, I'm going to add either some more decor or I will add on some photos. And I don't mind white space either. I just really, really love looking back and seeing photos. So that is probably what I'm going to do. Thanks again so much for being here and watching and supporting. If you are interested in any of the items I used to plan or in my stickers, I will have the links below. I also have a coupon code that is exclusive to my YouTube viewers that I will link below. And I have a release, so if you want to see all those things that came out this week for the September month, it's always nice to order ahead and make sure that you get those stickers in time. So I will have my Facebook group linked below. There's sometimes specials that happen over there and freebies. I'll have my Instagram linked below. That's kind of where I post news and happenings that are happening with me. And all of those links will be below along with all my favorite things. So I appreciate you being here. I hope you have an amazing week and I will talk to y'all very soon. See you. Bye.